There we go. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to Talking Habs. Saturday Night Hockey Talk. Sorry for the delay. Just with the rookie camp, the game was on, and I realized that probably everybody was hanging out on the sin bin. I don't know. Must be a couple of, well, there's Gislain, Levi. Anyway, so I was hanging out there, and I thought I'd give you guys a chance to finish the game and everything, and I'd take a little bit later, and I had to have supper because I was hanging on there. So yeah. So how's everybody doing? Yay! So anybody who showed up for me to drink ranch dressing, that's not happening tonight. So yeah, sorry about that. No one more than me. I didn't get it until 1,000. Oh well. Oh no. Hey Lee Max, Levi, I keep faith, Gislain. I guess I missed David, Joe. Let me see who else is here. I gotta go up a little bit here. Randy. There you go. I think I got everybody. Um, Anybody here that entered into the hockey pool? Okay, anybody might watch the video after. I don't know. I'll say it again later. Anybody who entered into the hockey pool, you're all in. Check your email. You've got an invitation. So everybody, check it out. I've still got 4 spots. I've given them to Scotty 2 Hockey and the Sin Bin. They each get 2. If you guys still want to get into this hockey pool, go ask the Sin Bin. Go ask Scotty 2 Hockey to get in. Okay, so I've got for the pool, it's closed off. Everybody's got their invites. There's no need for a draw because I didn't get enough people. So everybody got in. Let's see, what did I think of Suzuki tonight? He was good on the faceoffs mostly. I was surprised. He kind of played both. He was on the wing and on the face at center. He didn't stand out as much as I would have liked. I'll have to say I was a little disappointed that he didn't take the bull by its horns and just lock up the game. I like how Paling played a little better. He stood out a little more to me. Primo was really good. Primo was really good in nets. Even though, okay, there were 4 goals against, whatever. I get that. But Primo, I thought, was really good, though. I like the way he plays. I like him. He's positionally very strong. Like Matt was saying on the stream, very, very square to the puck. Although this is stuff I knew about him already. I did a video on him, and that is what they said about him, that he's very positionally sound and always is square to the puck. And he proved it tonight. Even though, look, they lost. It's not that horribly important game. Hey, Scotty. Hey, thanks for checking me out. You must be tired by now. Yeah, so Primo was good. There was somebody else. Oh, my God. Harvey Pinard. He got the first goal. I really like Harvey Pinard, and I think we're going to see a lot of this kid. So I don't care that he was a 7th round pick. Sometimes 7th round picks make it. Yeah, and just because he was 7th round doesn't mean everybody wasn't wrong that they were wrong that they didn't pick him earlier. Never tired of Habs talk. My voice is already going. I don't know if anybody watched last night, but me, Scotty, he's in the chat here, and Matt from the Sin Bin, we did a season preview for the season for the Habs, and that you got to check it out on. Well, you can go on my channel. One of my lists, my playlist has it. Live streams in the live streams playlist on my channel. I saved it into there, so you can go check it out. Okay, anybody out there? I'm gonna kick him out. Hang on a sec. I got to kick this guy out. Alexis, get the fuck out of my channel. Sorry, guys. Everybody else stay. Just Alexis the book. He's a pain in the ass. I didn't notice. Okay, Scotty, I didn't notice Leskinen that much, but I couldn't watch a lot. I was running around doing things, and the little bit I got to see because of the delay, there was a big delay. I didn't see enough. So I can't really form a big opinion on what I saw. I hope tomorrow I'll get a better shot. And speaking of that, it seems like the Sin Bin's going to have another stream for the game. I'm not doing anything else. I'll probably join on. I imagine Scotty might. So we'll see if we can all be there. I don't know. Scotty, we're going to have to fight each other, though, I think, because you can only do the stream and one other person. Anyway, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So I'll be doing something. I'll either be watching it and then reviewing it. So if I'm not on his stream, I'll watch it and I'm going to review it. And yeah. Yeah, oh God, this Alexa's gotten away here. Hang on a second. Dane, you said you gave me, you're in. Check your email. I sent you the thing. Let me know too, because if you didn't get it, I sent it twice. Go back, Dane. Go back into my Twitter and leave it again, because maybe you got it wrong. I know I made sure I copied it right. So go back to my Twitter, leave it to me again. You're in. So as far as I know, you're in. If I got it wrong, I'll resend it out to you. But I know I sent them out twice, so I'm hoping you guys will respond. I just want to see what I missed. No, I didn't miss much. Okay. Let me just catch up here on the comments. Okay, now I see Gislain is asking who was the left wing. Left side was Paling on when Suzuki was playing center. That's what I noticed. So if you're asking that, that's what I noticed. If anybody else answered it, that's great. Thank you. Let me get beyond Alexis Dubuc. 149 to go. If you're saying I need 149 to go, that's news on me, because last I saw it was 151. But hey, I'm happy if I got 2 more. Thanks for that news, Scotty. Appreciate that. Dane, didn't get an invite. I gave you my email. Yeah, like I said, Dane, just go back, please, and make sure I have it right. So maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you typed it wrong. But I double-checked, and I sent it out. So if you'll go send it to me again, I'll make sure you get the invite again. Dane, I sent it twice over the last week. So it's been a week, and I sent it twice because nobody responded. Well, 1 or 2 responded. Mr. Monkey Fizz. Wow, that's a good name. I like that one. Mr. Monkey Fizz. What do I think of? You wrote Pooling, but I'm going to think it's Paling. I know that's not an easy name to get right. When I'm typing it, I always got to make sure I put the H. I wished he was also a little bit stronger in the game. Like I said, I didn't see the whole game. I missed quite a bit of it, actually. So I'm not much to say except for what I saw. There was one point near the end of the game, I think it was. He made a really nice pass through the crease to a guy on the other side of the crease. A really nice pass. The guy missed it. I think it was 47 that missed it. I think 47 or 49. And but it was a nice pass by Paling. Other than that, he looked good. I didn't see a lot. Honestly, I didn't see that much. So Paling, from what I saw, I liked. Suzuki, I would have liked to see a little more. But there's 2 more games. And look, he's playing right wing and center in the same game. Can't be easy. So everybody's got to kind of temper that as well, eh? Can't be easy doing what he did last night. Or tonight, not last night. Let's see now. Let me get to where I was. I don't know if there's a chance a defense prospect is. Well, it depends on what you call a prospect, because if Fleury was there, I think Fleury's got a chance. I don't know if Juleson was there, but if you're talking about Brooke made a really bad pass to nobody at some point that led to a goal. Brooke's not ready. Brooke is. I know I said it just in the video, or we were talking last night that Brooke might. I don't know. I think Brooke's going to need a year in the AHL, maybe 2 even. He's a defenseman. Remember that. So while he looked really good in the development camp, you see here in rookie camp first game, he didn't look great. That's what it's like when you're not ready yet. Hey, Sinbin, Matt. Hey, everybody, Sinbin's in there. Go sub to these. Scotty 2, Hockey, and Sinbin. Go to their channels and sub after my stream. Don't leave my stream and go do that. You do that after. Yeah, no, go check out these guys' channels. You're going to see a lot more of us 3 together. I hope, anyway. I'm in. And Matt, I was just saying, tomorrow, if you want to have, I don't know if Scotty's already in, and if you can run both of us, but if not, and if you need me, let me know and I'll be there. Yeah, you'll see us doing more collaborations, I hope. It looks like we will. I think it went well. Honestly, these 2 guys, they made me, I couldn't talk. A lot of time, I couldn't talk. These guys are really good. I've got to get up to speed. It's been a long time since, I've had, if you guys watched his stream last night, there was a guy in there. His name was something Patty Mac. I don't know what he goes by on here. He's my brother from another mother. He's in BC, and he's the only guy I've really had to talk hockey with for the last 5 years, maybe. So I'm kind of out of practice about being in detail like these guys, and I feel like I pale in comparison. So my goal is to get up to speed, and it's just going to take a little time. That's all. Over time, look, my first live stream, I was really nervous. Now I'm not so nervous. So, you know, these things just take a little time. Now, I'm jiggling the screen. Look at that effect. Hang on, I've got to scroll up because now the stuff's coming in too fast. I don't want to miss anything. Oh my God, that much came in. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hang on, I almost caught somebody. I almost knocked somebody out of the room. Sorry about that. Can be dangerous with a mouse. Paling and Suzuki, who else? I'm not sure, Gislan, what you're asking, so I'm not answering. You got to tell me again. Sorry. I'm an old man. Remember that. Oh, you're almost my age, so I shouldn't say that to you. Mr. Monkey Fizz, I can see you. Did I not? I answered what I thought of Paling. Mr. Monkey Fizz, you're 12? I better watch my language. I like your name. I don't know where a 12-year-old gets that kind of a name, but I like that one. Matt, nice talking to you, buddy. Just dropped in to say hi. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi if you're still here. I appreciate it. And like I said, tomorrow if you need me. I should be a Habs coach according to Mr. Monkey Fizz. I like the Habs to be a winning team. And just based on that, I would never take that job. I want them to win, not lose, because I'm not a good coach. Mr. Monkey Fizz, don't go by what you hear of the haters. Julian's not a bad coach. At least in my opinion, I don't think Julian's a bad coach. Don Sherry. I drink to that. I lost it. Where am I? If Mr. Monkey Fizz, if you have a channel, I'm shouting you out. Check out Mr. Monkey Fizz's channel. He's 12 years old, so guys, don't be inappropriate. Especially if you're going there on my recommendation, please don't be inappropriate. Hey Rick, right now, how you rank the left and right defense of the Habs? Good question. There's room for improvement. There's no doubt about that. I'm happy enough with it, but I look at it this way: the only is there a subtraction from last year? Jordy Ben. The only subtraction is Jordy Ben. We got almost to the playoffs with basically that defense. Mete's a year older and a year better, and I like Mete. I think he's got a very high ceiling, so I like that. Petrie had a career year, and I think he will stay about the same. So I like that. Weber, I'm looking forward to seeing maybe 75 games or so. So I like that. I like the addition of Sherratt. I think he's going to protect the crease a lot better than we've seen in a long time. He's tough. He can fight. I think we're going to enjoy that. So I think the defense is better. So I'm happy with. I think we're strong on both sides right now. A lot of people laugh at me and say we're not as strong on the left. Maybe that's so, but we haven't seen what Mete's going to do this year yet. We haven't seen if he's going to be a bust this year or he's going to be well improved, which I kind of expect him to be improved. To what extent, I don't know yet. We're going to find out soon. So I'm happy with the defense. I didn't really want to have Gardner come in. Yeah, I think even the hockey guy said this, and I've heard a couple of people say this that are knowledgeable people. Montreal didn't need to do much at all to this team to make the playoffs this year. We almost made the playoffs. We were just out of the playoffs. If everybody that was here last year and is here this year just gives a little bit more. That's all. That's really all that we need. So yeah, I'm happy with everything. I'm usually, though, I'm kind of a glasses half full kind of guy, but I'm very happy with this. Let me see now. Suzuki and Paling weren't winning faceoffs too often. When I saw this, I think I saw 4 or 5 Suzuki faceoffs. I thought he won 3 of them anyway. I know one for sure I saw him lose, but just lose. He didn't lose it badly, but yeah. Paling almost scored. He had a nice feed, Monkey Fizz, right up through the crease to somebody, and it was really close. Jake Evans was pretty good at some points. Yeah, I didn't see enough to notice Evans, and then he got hurt. I believe they said it was Evans that got hurt. I like Jake Evans. I think Jake Evans is. I think it's his year to have some role on the team. I was saying this in the stream last night on the preview that I think Charles Hudon's time here is done. And I think Evans is the kind of guy that's going to be able to replace Hudon and be that fill-in guy in the press box a lot of nights. But it's time for him to see the big league, and it's time to see what he's got. You know, there's one guy on this team that I don't know a lot about. I think when I saw his name on the list, it's such an English name that I guess I disregarded it. And he's a little small, but he looks really good. Is Alan McShane, and I've never ranked him or thought about him much, and I don't know where to put him, but I like what I see of him, and I liked what I saw. It wasn't overly special, but I like what I saw so far of him. So Alan McShane's a guy. He's a little small. He's a center. We're loaded with centers, but you know, you never know. A guy like that shows good here, and he gets involved in a trade. So anyway, but Jake Evans, I think, is a guy that has a shot to make the team to some extent at some point this year, if not out of camp, as an extra. Uncle Staline, still Romanov wasn't there. I'm pretty sure he can be in the future one of the best defensemen. Listen, for Romanov, I'm not sure. I think I said in a couple of videos that I think it's 2 years for Romanov. But I saw this on Twitter, and I put it in my video this afternoon that Bergevin is quoted as, excuse me, my nose is itchy all of a sudden, as talking to reporters, I guess, and they are asking him about the young defensemen, and he was mentioning them. So he's Juleson, Mete, Brook, and he says Romanov who'll come over next year. So I guess Romanov's here next year. And when Romanov hits, I think Romanov will have somewhat to a big impact on this team. I don't know if in the first year he's going to have a big impact, but he's going to be a good one. He's going to be a very good one. I was watching with my dad. Carey Price is my favorite. Good. Carey Price is a good one to have as a favorite, that's for sure. And hi, Dad. Hi, Monkey Fizz's dad. If you're still there, I don't know if you're watching with him now. Patty Mac knows his crap about... Shout out, Patty Mac. Patty Mac, if he's watching, he's my brother from another mother. I got to diss him a little bit. Patty Mac don't know nothing about hockey. Are you kidding me? You know, I've been trying to get Pat to join me on my live streams on Saturday on the phone because I can't do what Matt at the Sin Bin does right now. I'm not. If he's having trouble on Streamlabs, I'm going to have even worse trouble. So, but I'd like to have him on the phone talking hockey with me because when I talk hockey with him, we have some good conversations. So if anybody out there wants to go and leave a message, somehow you can find him. I'm not giving away his email or anything. And tell him you'd like to hear his point of view. I would love that because I'd like to have him come here via phone and join us on Saturday nights on the live stream and hear what he has to say because, yes, he does know what he's talking about when it comes to hockey. He's gotten back into it recently, I guess in the last 5 years. But big time, because he's still big into the NFL. But he's gotten back into hockey big time, and yeah, he knows what he's talking about, got some good ideas. And yeah, so do that if you don't mind. Yeah, I got off on a tangent there. You know, I was tired starting the stream. I was tired because last night was a long stream. I put out a video today. I was working all day. I was doing stuff around the house. I baked the cake and made frosting. I do those kind of things. And yeah, so I was tired and I was late now. And I was thinking, We're going to do a half hour, 45 minutes, but I'll go as long as I can. We'll try to do at least an hour, so we'll see. Because after 11, I got stuff to do. Let me scroll down. That might help get some more questions in here. Joe, I wish it was Paling, Suzuki, Caulfield online out there. One day. You never know one day. I don't know if Paling, I don't know with Paling. I see Paling as a third-line defense center. I think he's got that defensive side and that offensive upside that I would really like to see in a third. Like, that's your third-line center. How good are your first two lines? And then, Suzuki and KK, KK 1, Suzuki 2, who knows who will be 1 and 2. So I see Paling as the third-line center. But, I mean, that's a possibility. Caulfield, I think the sky's the limit for that kid. I don't know what the detractors see to detract about him. You watch this kid shoot. Oh, God, anyways, I put him in 2 of my last videos, and both of them with basically the same thing because I'm on Twitter a lot these days, and I just see so much about people are tired of us talking about Cole Caulfield. And sorry, but it's been a long goddamn time. Sorry, Monkey Fist. That's not that bad. That since we've had a guy like that to crow about, yes, we got Suzuki Paling and all that, but the thing about Caulfield is his shot may be, of all the good shooters Montreal's ever had, this kid may have the best shot we've ever seen. And so how could you not crow about him? How at the moon? That's what I said the other day. So, yeah. I don't know how did I get off on Caulfield? Let's see now. Yeah, because of the comment. That's right. Why do I think Gardner did not sign here? Why do I think Gardner did not sign here? I'm in, and I haven't heard this, well, maybe one other place, but I think he didn't really want to. I think he didn't really want to because I would have to think that at some point, right at the beginning of the free agent period, that Montreal must have offered him more than $4 million. I don't know. I would think. So either Montreal didn't really want him, or they were offering him less term. Because I've seen also some people's ideas that maybe 1 or 2 year term, and I don't know. He got 4 years from Carolina, so I don't know. I don't know if Patch is watching, but one of my subscribers, Patch, he actually, I couldn't figure out why did they sign him in Carolina. They have so many defensemen, but yeah, he's going to replace more than likely Calvin DeHaan, I guess. I don't know much about these guys, honestly. Still, like I was just saying, I'm still learning the league again. I've always been a Habs watcher, not so much the league, but in watching the Habs and following hockey the way I was as a kid. I just knew the league anyway. But when you lose a little touch and you're only following your team over the years, you kind of lose touch with the league. And I guess I find myself in that. So when I'm doing the live stream with Matt and Scotty, and Matt throws it to me sometimes, and if I look like I'm a deer caught in the headlights, you're going to know that's why, because I don't know. I got to come up with something. So I'll in general, I won't make things up. That's not, that's a stupid thing to do. But there's going to be times when I don't know. I can't really comment. So I'd rather be honest about that. But, I'm learning every day. And I'm watching, I'm planning to watch more games this year. Not just Habs games. I'm going to plan to put in a few more games other than Habs games, just so I can learn the league a little better. Now, did that answer why Gardner didn't sign here? I hope it did. But yeah, I think it's more like he didn't really want to sign here. I have this gut feeling on that, but obviously could be wrong. Who completes the trio of Suzuki and Paling tonight? I don't know who that was. I didn't really see. So it was hard. I was watching. First of all, you see I'm wearing glasses. So that's number one is a problem. And I was trying some of these guys to see the names, and I saw there were names on the back, but in a lot of cases, I just couldn't make it out. And I had it on full screen, too. So I'm not sure. So if anybody can help us out on that, who was playing with Suzuki and Paling tonight? Dane. I'd see if I would have read one down. Harvey Pinard. Oh, geez, I should have known that. The goal, Harvey Pinard's goal, it was with Suzuki and Paling on the ice. It's called, I'm not even going to say what it's called. It's called Getting Old, Senior Moments. Okay, let's see. Shout out to Mr. Monkey Fizz. Stay in school and say no to drugs and say yes to hockey. That's right. Yeah, everybody, shout out to Mr. Monkey Fizz and check out his channel. He's got a channel. I like to see them start young on the channels, because by the time they get, 14, 15, 16, they're good already at this, They work out all the kinks that I'm going through still right now. So, yeah, Monkey Fizz, keep at it, because by the time you get a little older, you're going to be way better than we are. And believe me, I'm nobody special. No, and I'm not putting Scotty or Matt from the Sinbin down. We're nobody special. We're just like you guys out here. We just had, I'm going to say it in a nice way, we had the guts to do this, I guess. And I've done 300. My video today was 300 videos. After that many videos, you get used to doing them. And hopefully you get a little better than when you started. And believe me, I got a long way to go. Long way. I got a little bit better. No, that's not the size of a certain appendage of mine, okay? Stop it, you guys. Okay. Let me see now. Okay, Scotty, take care. Enjoy your UFC fight. I don't watch UFC. I'm not into that stuff. Do I play NHL games? Did I ever? No, I'm not. I was never a player. I played some old-timers hockey, that's for sure, but that's not very good. But yeah, no, no. Joe Gatto. Wait, there's Joe. Wasn't there another Joe in here? Ottawa had some tough rookies. If the players didn't play as you expected, it was a long summer, but realized it took 2 or 3 years later, Primo will be a stud. Yes, that's true. Although, you know what? I'll tell you, Joe, everything I've seen, these guys, I don't even know if they stopped playing at all this summer. If it's not right after the season, they're into off-season training, and then they're getting ready for it. So, yeah, I don't know if it's because they're rusty. That's not it. These guys don't normally play with each other, don't forget, so there's no gelling. So some of that you got to attribute some to that. Excuse me, I would imagine. See, there's supper coming. No, it's not coming back up, but I'm burping. I would imagine tomorrow probably see a little bit better, although might see some different players tomorrow. And then on the 10th, you'll see a little bit more cohesiveness to the team. That's all I can say. And it's just training camp. So in the long run, it doesn't mean much. I don't know how many years I've seen teams that were at the bottom in the preseason games, and then when the season started, they had a good year. So it doesn't really mean much. Remember, it's just to get people in. Well, today it's not to get in shape anymore. If you don't come to camp in shape, it's not a good thing, I guess. But it's just to get everybody together, get on the same page, learn all the plays, whatever changes there, all that kind of thing, before the games really start. So the actual preseason games, in the long run, don't mean anything, because you're trying combinations of the lines. You're trying to see what a player's got, maybe even just to see what a player's got in certain situations. So you might not put him in a situation that he's going to be successful in, but you want to see what he can do in that situation. So, you got to look at it like this. As far as for the players, the rookies, these kids, yeah, they're trying as hard as they can. They want to play, but the coaches are also want to see what they can do in certain situations, and might not be putting them in their best situation. That's how I see it, I guess. And of course, went on a tangent. Scroll down a little bit. Ottawa already played. Ottawa already played a game, so maybe that bodes well for what I just said about tomorrow's game. Might be a little bit better. Justin Bowl. Hi, Rick. Power play being fixed equals playoffs. Oh, without a doubt, yeah, Justin, without a doubt. Um, one of I was saying before, I don't know if you just got in. You're saying hi, so maybe you just got in here. But I was saying that someone asked me how the defense and how if I think I might be paraphrasing, but what I think if they're going to be better, I guess along the terms of making the playoffs. And they missed the playoffs by so little that they just all need to be a little bit better, give a little bit more. So one of the things besides that, then giving a little bit more each, that power play needs to be fixed. Yes. If they don't have a better power, if they have the same power play as last year, the playoffs are not for sure done. I take my prediction of them making the playoffs off the table if they come in at the end of the year and it's 13%. No. So fixing the power play, priority. Definitely a priority. Sens did beat Winnipeg 8-1. So maybe the Sens have I'm sure I saw somewhere where the Sens have a really good prospect pool. And I thought I saw that on Twitter when they were ranking prospect pools. So maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I thought. And maybe this game is just proving that I'm right. But they look better. Uncle Staley, and people forget sometimes that the Habs have a pretty nice chemistry when they were losing games. They came back from nowhere a lot of times, and that is maybe better than a Gardner. Well, this is true. They did. Third periods were good for the Habs. If I remember, I was covering the games. I should remember they had a lot of games where they. Which is something they didn't do for the couple of seasons before. In third period, if they were losing, forget it, game over. They came back from behind a number of times in the games and then to win it in the third period. So, yeah. I mean, this team just needs a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And, Sherratt gives them a little bit more protection in front of the net. Carey Price has a little bit of an easier night. These things work out. So a little bit more from everybody like that. And look, Drouin can give a little bit more. Lehkonen, there's a bunch of guys that can give a little bit more, and we'll make it. And this is all barring injury and barring what other teams do and barring injuries on other teams. Those things all come into play as well. Yeah, Habs hockey, the promise was there and it was made, and the problem was it was a bet, and the other side of the bet didn't come through yet. So I'm supposed to have hit 1,000 subscribers to do that. I don't usually bet if I don't think I'm going to win, and it's not when I'm happy to win. I would rather be drinking ranch, but I didn't hit the 1,000 subscribers, so no, I'm not drinking a glass of ranch unless I had hit the 1,000 subscribers. If we want to try to come up with another promotional thing like that, for me, I love it. But tonight, you're not going to see. Oh, I guess I should say this. There's more people here. Anybody who entered into the hockey pool, we're not doing a draw because there's no need. I didn't get 20 people. Everybody's in. Please look at your emails. If you check your email and there is none from ESPN for the hockey pool, check your spam. Could be in the spam. If it's not in spam, go back to my Twitter, re-give me the email. Don't worry, I have them written down, so if someone tries to sneak in, don't worry. I will compare it with what I have and then resend you off a new invitation. So that's why we're not doing a draw. There's no need. Everybody's in. Let's see now. I know there was something I wanted to announce besides that, and I can't remember what it is. That's not very good. I'm not talking about Habelism tonight. There's a reason. I haven't really heard anything from the guys. I don't mind promoting them. I think I like them. I haven't lost that. And listen, if they don't need me for this season or they go a different direction, I'm not going to be angry. I would love to be doing it, but I don't know. So I'm not really promoting it tonight. It's still, the link is still in my description. I'm not giving up on the guys. And even if I'm not going to be on it, I'll still talk about, I like the podcast. I think these guys have a good chance to have a really successful podcast. So that's why I'm not mentioning that. TubeBuddy, I'm going to make this a live stream. It's mine. I can do what I want. TubeBuddy, if anybody is watching me here, I know you might not have channels. If you like to see how our channels are doing, as creators, if you have TubeBuddy anyway, as a creator, I see stats next to my videos when I'm watching them or they're on, or anybody's videos, whoever I watch. You see, how many views it had, how many the channel has, how many subscribers the channel has, stuff like that. If you like that, click the link, get TubeBuddy, it's free. So if you're not a channel that is making videos, then you don't have to pay anything. And you can see that, and that's good stuff. And if you're a creator in any way, I personally can't do anything without TubeBuddy. So check the link down there, click it, install it. I get a benefit. I don't get any money for that, but I get a benefit from it. So I appreciate it. And I honestly, though, I use it anyway, even if I wasn't an affiliate. I use TubeBuddy, and I can't do without TubeBuddy. That's a real essential for me. Enough of my advertising. See, I write my own ads. Not a very good one I wrote them. I'm just going off the top of my head, but I do write my own ads. Okay, maybe some water because I'm getting dry. I've been talking so much about hockey the last 2 days. I've got to tell you, and the season hasn't started yet. Okay. Someone promised, no, I got to that. Nolan the Habs fan, hey, thanks for coming in, buddy. Good night, Monkey Fizz, if you're still there. Thanks for coming in, I appreciate it. And good luck. When I get on here, I'll go and sub on your channel too. And I'll check out, see how you're doing, and keep up the good work, and keep it up. Down the road, you're going to be just like us guys, doing a great job. Hockey Crabs. Hey, there it is. Hey, Hockey Crabs, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Levi, were you underwhelmed with Brooks' game? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I was underwhelmed, but I mean, not disappointed. He's, how old is he? 19, 18, 19, I guess? Maybe 20. I guess he's 20. He's a defenseman. Defensemen take a little longer a lot of times. And, excuse me, in development camp, he looked really good. So, he's going to get there. He'll spend a season or two under Joel Bouchard, and maybe even 3. And he'll still come up and be a great defenseman. You don't know. So he's a defenseman. I'm not disappointed. A little underwhelmed, but not disappointed. Yeah, I will lose myself here really fast. There we are. Gregory says he also watches Top Shelf Hockey. He covers all the teams. Yeah, I watch him sometimes. I mostly watch the Hockey Guy, of course. Justin from Hands Down Hockey. Obviously, the Sin Bin, Scotty 2 Hockey. I don't miss a Scotty 2 Hockey video. Everybody else, sometimes I do. I'm just started getting in with watching Matt's videos all the time, but I never miss a Scotty 2 Hockey video. I watch Top Shelf sometimes. Scotian Canadian, I watch all of his things. I'll say most of his things. I don't always catch all of his stuff. He just came back with his first video in a while. Yeah, Top Shelf, he does a lot of rumor stuff. So I tend to watch it in those times, like when there's rumor season. Yeah, but he's not my first one. I'm liking Hands Down Hockey a little bit more than him these days. Let me see now. Did I notice Jaden Struble? I didn't, but I'm going to say that's because Jaden Struble is going to be playing in college. So for the same reason Cole Caulfield isn't there, Jaden Struble is not going to be there. If I'm wrong on that, please someone correct me, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Lee Max, my videos are a lot better now. You know what? I thank you for that, Lee Max, and there's a reason for that. Also, you'll notice it's a tighter shot because I'm using my phone. The reason I'm using my phone is it allows me to pause. What that does is it takes away my nervousness at making a mistake and not being able to pause. Like say I'm 5 minutes, 10 minutes into a video, I don't want to do it over again if I don't have to. So with my other camera, I couldn't do that. Pausing, that's the end of the video. So with my phone, I'm able to pause. I feel a lot more comfortable, and in the pause, I get my thoughts together. Although I'll tell you the truth, the last couple of videos, that's what I want to do, but I'm ready to go pretty quickly. So I'm liking them too a lot better. Yeah, and I guess I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I'm liking my writing a little better. Um, there were a couple of scripted ones, and I'm liking it a lot better. So yeah, I'm liking my newer style, the way I'm putting everything together a little bit. It's kind of what I was shooting for to start with, that I was struggling to find my feet, kind of. And yeah, I'm still discovering who I am. I'm realizing I'm maybe not the best analyst, and that's okay because we're all different. And if you watch me, Scotty, and Matt together, we're really three different guys completely, and it's kind of each a combination of each other. So I find like Scott's great analyst. He's got a good sense of humor too, but I find Scott a really good analyst. He knows his hockey, and he can talk really good off the top of his head. Then you take Matt, who I find too is a pretty good analyst, and he's young. He's 23. He's going to get so much better, and can talk a lot of hockey off the top of his head. Not as good as Scotty, but we're getting there. And he's got a really good sense of humor. That comes to the forefront, really. So for me, I know I have a sense of humor. I kind of do more like commentary and statistics and give you more facts, and I don't do as much analysis. And I'm the eye test kind of guy. I'll tell you what I saw, and I won't break it down that much. But I'm older school. If you put these two guys that I'm working with right now together, their two ages add up to 2 years younger than I am. So, so I'm older school, and I think it's a good combination. You get Scott, you get Matt, who's a younger by a bit even than Scott, and then me, the old school, and we make a nice mix. And I don't know how I got off on that. Someone asked me a question, and that's where I ended up. Good thing it's a Saturday night live stream, and this isn't in a video. Oh yeah, that's right. That's where my videos, and I appreciate that comment because I've been finding them better because I have to watch them, right? Before I put them up, I have to watch to make sure I'm happy with what's going out there, that I didn't pick my nose or stick my hand up my butt, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm liking what I'm seeing better, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting a big ego, and I don't think I am. But I appreciate that comment. But that's the reason why. And I'm sorry for the tighter shot, and I'm trying to adjust the angle so you get a little bit different view of the room. And yeah, and look, the games are coming back on, so I guess I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing, and this is from Patty Mac gave me this idea. I want to do more videos during the season than I'm able to do if I'm doing a daily preview and review. So the review can't take that. You can't touch that. That's got to stay. But the preview I don't necessarily have to do every day, right? So I'm thinking of, and this isn't set in stone, but I'm thinking of doing Sunday nights, doing a preview for the games coming up in the week. So I'll do, if there's 2-3 games, well, I'll do that all in a Sunday night video. And then that way it frees me up to do a morning video and an evening review on game days. So I don't know if you want to make a comment on that, if you like that idea, but that's what I'm thinking of doing. Plus, besides, I need to free up some time because I want to do some more collaborations with Scotty and Matt. And I'm hoping Patreon kind of takes off eventually. So, I mean, if that does happen, I'm going to have to give some time to that. And there's just a lot of, and like I said, I do this alone. So I'm hoping to get some help sometime down the road. But to get help, you got to pay people. Unless they're your kids, and if any of my kids are watching and you want to help, Anyway, that's not going to happen. I've got kids. They're not going to help me. Okay, enough talking down my kids. It's not a good thing. Let me get back to you guys' questions. Okay, James Struble, there it is. My videos are a lot. I like to read that. That's a comment I like to read. My videos are a lot better. Whoops. And I blew right past that. I wonder if we're going to see Subban first preseason because it's Montreal, New Jersey. I don't think first. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe, but maybe because it's Montreal. But even then, I don't think so because first games you're not going to see all the big guys first game. I really doubt it. Probably if Joel Teasdale was not injured, he would have completed the trio of Suzuki and Pelling. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's a big loss, especially for Teasdale. He's there at rookie camp because there's a lot of off ice things they want him to still be part of. But yeah, that's a really sad and big loss for him, a year of his development. So I hope that down the road it doesn't affect him because look, honestly, he needs to work on his skating. This can't help. And he wasn't going to be a number one winger, like a first line winger, but this kid had a good chance to, and still does, has a good chance to be a really good, solid, offensive minded third line, maybe second line winger. But he has a good upside, and I just hope this doesn't affect that upside. I heard Carolina wants to get rid of Fox. Yeah, apparently Justin Fox on the trade block. What do I think of Petrie and a second, maybe? No. You know what? The problem with trading Petrie is, were we talking about it? I see now I'm confused if I was talking about it earlier here or over there. A point over there because my other computer's there. That's where the other stream was. We have some good chemistry going on here. I don't want to mess with that chemistry, so I don't really want to see Petrie traded for. I don't know. I had Justin Falk last year in my hockey pool. I had him for a while. I think I might have traded him away. He wasn't doing anything for a while, but no, I want to keep Petrie. I don't want to mess with that. With that chemistry, and besides, like, what if Weber does get hurt? We saw Petrie could fill in quite adequately for Weber, so I don't want to have that gone either. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. I've got cats and probably a hair stuck in there. I don't want to be digging into my nose on camera. You see me doing that? Someone scream. Oh, I can't hear you guys. I like Verbeek's. It was Verbeek who was 96. I remember that from development camp. He's fast, and Paling looked fast for a big guy. Yeah, Paling can skate. Crevier Morin didn't look bad on defense. I liked his game. Yeah, we were talking about off Simmons. I think Crevier Morin was 67, and the another two names a guy other than Harvey Pinard. Yeah. Look, Verbeek I noticed was fast in development camp, and I saw him here a little bit. I didn't watch enough. I noticed that. Yeah. Hockey Crabs has asked me how I found Otto Leskinen tonight. I can't even remember seeing him on the ice because I didn't watch much. I was doing things while it was on, and yeah, I didn't get to see enough of it, and didn't notice him like at all to say that I could say anything even about him. Sens have an older and more NHL-ready team. They have Brown, Formanton, Abramov, Batherson, and Brandstrom that have all played NHL or AHL minutes. So maybe there's I'm telling you, I had heard that their prospect pool, I saw it somewhere, that is better than Montreal's. And the reason I guess that I remember this is because I thought at the time, that's odd. I didn't know that. Okay, I tried to scroll, and when I let go of the mouse, it jumped. And it just jumped back. Oh, that's okay. So Uncle Staling is saying that Leskinen looked to have a pretty solid skate. So, well, that I liked what I saw in development camp from him defensively, especially. There was supposed to be a knock on him defensively, and I thought he made some strides. And I would imagine now, 2 months since development camp, that he might be even a little bit better. They're also on their second game. which is less rough. But to say that they beat the other team 8-1, so I don't know if they were rusty in their first game. But yeah, and then I guess if they weren't rusty even in their first game, then their second game they're going to be even better. So it's not a surprise. And look, it's not a disappointment. If they lose, they lose, and let them lose now, and not when games matter. Helen Johnson, hey Helen, how's it going? I haven't seen you out here in a while. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. Nolan asks, how long until the Habs win the cup? Well, I guess I'm always talking about my videos. I did that video with 7 things in the next 7 years, so I called it in year 4. I kind of think between now and the next 4 years is their main window. The window starts to close big time, I think, after that. So I think 3 to 4 years, depending on how guys develop, who makes it, and yeah. But I think 4 years is more realistic than 3. I mean, of course, unless you make the playoffs, and then who knows what happens, right? Who knows? Nolan, the Habs fan, we are getting the cup this year. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Hockey Craft. Have you ever watched a whole game show episode to tell the truth with John Beliveau? That rings a bell. Was he on that? Yeah, oh, back in the 50s, I think, when he was one of, yeah, that rings a bell. I didn't see the episode, but I mean, when I grew up, anything about the Habs, so somehow I learned about that anyways, reading it in a book, seeing it somewhere. Yeah, but I don't think I ever watched the episode. That was to tell the truth, that's where they had 3. You'd have one person was actually the person they were supposed to be, and then 2 imposters, and the panel had to guess who the imposter was. And I think, yeah, Jean Beliveau was on there. Oh, gotta scroll down. You should do a video of favorite player on each team. Joe, I would love to be able to do that. I really would, but I don't know if I would have enough teams where I have a player that I could say would be a favorite of mine, and I don't want to make one up. So that's the kind of video I've seen those videos out there, and I wanted to do that, but I don't. I don't have enough knowledge of all the players and all the teams right now, and it might be a video that I can't do for another season or 2. But that is something I will eventually be doing. Yes, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. I'd be lying about. I'd be making it up that I really like a guy and have to go look him up and say, oh yeah, okay, this is about him, and I don't want to do that. So yeah. Helen says, I was sad to see Gardner go to Carolina. Right, I know you wanted Gardner. I was hoping we could pick him up. There must have been a reason, that he didn't sign here. I was saying it earlier because we were talking about Gardner, that he signed for $4 million. There must have been something that the Habs weren't offering him, and it was probably term, because I have a feeling Montreal might have only offered him 2 years, and that would be the reason, because I would think Montreal offered him more than $4 million. I think most people were a little surprised that he only signed for the same thing that he got in Toronto. So yeah, but I'm not disappointed. I don't think our defense is that bad, and I think we'll be fine without Gardner. And it's not to say Gardner couldn't help our power play for sure. Excuse me. Got the hiccups again. And but yeah, I'm not that disappointed, if disappointed at all, really. But I remember from some of your comments in earlier videos that you liked Gardner and wanted him here. Joe says if Gardner came here, he feels Mete would have to play third line. Well, yeah, I would think, because it wouldn't make sense to put Sherrod up to third line. I would think it would be Mete. It would be a tough call, and maybe there was no. Sometimes rumors, there's really nothing to it. So maybe some of this Gardner talk that's been lately, although it's from good sources, so I'd be surprised if what I'm about to say is a fact, but maybe there was just nothing to those rumors. It's a possibility. Unless then if they signed Gardner, they had something up in another deal to move a defenseman. The only thing I could say, or somebody would sit in the press box. I don't think it would be Mete, but maybe Kulak would sit sometimes. I mean, I don't know. But you know what? It's a pleasant problem to have where you've got too many and you've got to figure things out then when so many years when we didn't have nearly enough. Gregory's got to go. Take it easy, Greg. Thanks for coming. I don't know if anyone calls you Greg. Sorry, Gregory. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm working up to an hour. I might get going in the next little while. I sometimes say that and go another half hour, so I don't know. Nolan, how many goals do you think Caulfield can get in a season career? Well, I think he can be a 40 to 50 goal scorer, and I'll say 50 plus because then you never know once a guy hits 50. I think he's definitely, if he develops the way in the path that he's developing in right now, if he stays in that trajectory, I think, yeah, he's going to be our first 40 goal scorer and possibly 50 goal scorer in the longest time. Career-wise, that's hard to say. He's a small guy. So, longevity of his career might not be as long as some other guys. But I would have to think Caulfield's going to get upwards 400 plus goals in his career. And I'm probably lowballing. Well, I'm hoping I'm lowballing, but I don't want to be like ridiculous and say 500-600. But 400 I could definitely see, and then after that, I mean that's all up to him. Nothing would surprise me. I've never seen a kid hit targets, such small targets, with such a quick release in my life. And even if it's open, the release, the goalie didn't like in those BC games that Wisconsin played. The goalie didn't even move when the puck was in the net. Like he got the puck, he shot the puck, and I was watching slow motion even, and that goalie hardly moved, and the puck was in the net. So it says a couple things to me. First of all, his release is astronomically quick, and that puck comes in heavy. He's got some strength in those arms of his, and he can really get that puck going. I love what I saw from this kid. And, yeah, I think the sky's the limit for him. I really do. I'm just so impressed with that goal where he got it in between the guy's neck and the post. I've never seen that before. And he shoots with confidence. Confidence that where he's looking, that puck is going. So, yeah, I can't say enough about this kid. And I mean, look, I'll apologize. Well, I'll say I was wrong if he busts, but I don't see this guy busting. His coach, Tony Granato, says he's already thinking the game at an NHL level. Yeah, he has a little bit of work, although, man, this kid positions himself. He knows where that puck, he's anticipating where that puck is going, and he's there. That's one of the reasons why his shot gets away so quick. He doesn't have to get into position. He's into position ahead of the puck. I said that a while back in a video a while back that he positions himself to shoot and to score so well. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, I'm raving about this kid. Let me see now. Levi, good night, Levi. I don't know if I caught that in time. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I see a question I want to see if I answered. Okay. Someone said we should trade Alzner and Weiss for Bobby Ryan. What's your thoughts on that? Oh, but Joe, it's nice to say I would go trade. I would trade Carl Alzner for a bag of pucks right now. As long as they pay his salary, I'm trading for a bag of pucks. I'm happy, obviously, right? I'll even retain some of his salary and still take the bag of pucks and still be happy. The problem is, I'm not sure where Bobby Ryan's playing right now. Is he still in Ottawa? Probably not. It's easy to say, but and it's not to say even that Bergevin hasn't tried to do that, but you got to have, it's a two-way street. You got to have a trading partner. So we can talk about all that kind of stuff where we'd like to see him go, and he should trade him there, and he should trade him there. But that's easy for us to say, and not very easy sometimes, and most of the time to pull off. Helen agrees our defense is not too bad. Yep, they're not too bad. I think we're going to be just fine, Helen. I'm sure down the road we're going to revisit that about how the defense is doing during the season, and yeah, we'll see how they do at at least at mid-season report card time. Huda and Pekka, in my opinion, will get traded. Yeah, well, they're going to be moved somehow. I don't know how. Waived and then to the AHL team, I would think, because I don't see either of them even suiting up for a game this year. I really don't. I think it's time to move on and bring in some of the younger kids to get some experience in that way of being in the press box, getting a few games in here and there. There's some guys that'll be good for. And I said Evans. Who's my favorite Habs player all time? Nolan, the Habs fan. Okay, well, I'll only say, I guess you don't watch all my, and it's not a critique, and I'm not giving, but if you watch a lot of my videos, I've said it a lot of times, Guy Lafleur. I don't have to hesitate. Guy Lafleur is my all-time favorite Habs player, my all-time favorite hockey player, and yeah, that's how it is. I understand the Habs fan who wants another big trade, but we are pretty much complete as a team. We have 25 players signed already. Only 23 will start in Montreal. That's right. And 20 will play by game. That's right. I imagine Hudon and Weiss, I don't know if they're on that 25-man roster or the 40-man roster. I'm really not sure. But, I mean, that's the whole point. There's 23 guys that are up here at all times. 3 are in the press box every game. Yeah, I mean, how many guys do we need? We need to give some of these kids a chance to get in, get some NHL experience, see what the NHL life is like. We got to build for that, like the 4-year window I was talking about. 4 years down the road, we want a lot of these kids ready for that playoff run, ready to win the cup. Got to scroll. It seems like I'm scrolling a lot these days. Okay, I might have missed something. No. If the Habs are about to trade for Laine, who do you think they should trade him for? What? Who do I think they should give up for him? Who am I willing, if it were me, who I would be giving up for him? If you're asking me, would I trade for Patrick Laine? My answer is no, I would not. If you want to leave it at that, we can. I would imagine the only guy that I don't think, I imagine they would want Drouin. If they're going to give up Laine, they would want Drouin. Hopefully play with Ehlers, and they played together in juniors. And so I guess that's the answer to that, but I don't really want to see Laine here. I don't think so. The money he's going to want, I don't know if I'm ready to pay him that kind of money yet. I don't want to see him have 2 more very successful goal-scoring seasons without a drop-off, like some consistency, and then give him the money. And that's my bold statement on Patrick Laine. Gislain, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Hope Caulfield grows an inch or 2. Probably not. Now, apparently at the development camp, he had just reached 5'7". Look, he maybe he's young. He still has a chance to grow for the next 3 years and get a little bit. I could see him hitting 5'8". I don't see him being much taller than that. But I'd love him overnight 3 inches, 5'10", because this kid at 5'10" would be a different story from how people look at him around the league. And if he was 5'10", we wouldn't have gotten him at 15. If Caulfield was bigger, do I think he would have been a top 5 pick? Oh, I think if Caulfield was bigger, he would, without a doubt. You know, was it Scotty was making a good point earlier today? Um, the St. Louis Blues. No, I think it was Matt. Matt made a really good point about this. The St. Louis Blues are we probably have them to thank for getting Cole Caulfield in this way. Um, they had one player under 6 foot, and that was Jaden Schwartz. And because of that, and they won the cup. Obviously, when that happens, everybody says, "Well, they won the cup. We got to do what they're doing." So, hence the talk, even on my channel, that size is the most important thing. So, I would imagine most teams drafting said, "No, we're not drafting a 5'7" kid. We're just not doing that. We're going to go for bigger guys." And he fell. And Montreal has been known to be bold and to take chances, and I don't think there was much of a chance here. And look, he brings what we need probably the most at this point, at the time of the draft, was goal scoring. And he brings that. He manages to score at every level. He manages to score big at every level. There's no drop off. Yeah, I think he would have gone top 3. And quite frankly, I have a feeling we might find out that Jack Hughes had a lot of, how do I want to term this? That Jack Hughes owes Cole Caulfield a lot for his first overall pick position, right? I have a feeling that people might be surprised that Jack Hughes counted on Cole Caulfield as at least as much as Cole Caulfield counted on Jack Hughes. Because the way this guy scores, well, a lot of Hughes' assists had to come off of his goals. And if you see the way Cole Caulfield sets himself up, the way he shoots, that's not Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes just hitting his target. And Cole Caulfield is the guy getting in that place and being that target. And that might say a lot. A lot. Hey, I'm giving you guys a lot of good stuff here tonight. No, I don't have much of an ego. Did I tell you that? I'm not a very humble guy. No, I am. I'm just bugging. But I like what I just said. That's pretty good. And I think that's quite accurate, actually. I've been thinking of that a long time, that Jack Hughes might owe Cole Caulfield a lot more for where he is, what his position is, for that first contract he's going to sign, than anybody really thought. The only trades I can see the Habs do is maybe if the Habs can wait till you can't use the extra 10% cap, it might take a player from a team. Oh well, this is a likelihood that if there's going to be a trade or some kind of movement or some kind of player movement happening, that's something that Bergevin and all the teams that have cap space can do, is wait till the real crunch time, which comes at just as the season starts, because they can't start the season and be over the cap. That 10% there now has to be off the books. Somebody's going to take advantage of someone at that point. Oh, that makes me think of an Eagles song. Somebody's going to hurt someone. What's that song? I'm not going to sing. I don't want to break my speaker, my microphone if I sing. Okay. We're getting near the bottom. Okay, we're getting near the bottom, so I'm going to call it out. We've got a couple more things here, and then I'm going to call it an hour and 10 minutes. It's after 11. Johnny Golden. If we go for, oh, maybe I had more than I thought. Okay, I bypassed some things, but I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna answer these 5 or so, and then I gotta call it a night. Nolan says, I watch like all your videos. I think I probably missed the favorite player one. Oh, I've mentioned it in a few videos. I did a really long time, well, not that long ago, but early on in my YouTube career, a Guy Lafleur video that I would say I'm a bit ashamed of now. I would cringe watching it, and I'm going to definitely do another one. But I have a way I want to do it, and I can't do that. I want to screen capture some stuff. I can't do that right now, and I don't want to do another crappy Guy Lafleur video, so I haven't done another one. But Guy Lafleur, I talked about it many times. Number 10, that gets my blood boiling for Habs. Really gets a white number 10 jersey, because in my day, they wore white at home. Oh, boy, I love that. Okay, Helen says, "Oh, believe me, my boys are making the playoffs this year, and I predict ahead of TO. You know, if this Marner garbage drags out, oh yeah, hockey Monkey Fizz is gone, so he's 12. I don't want to say this forever. If this Marner crap garbage fucking shit happens, and I have to hear more about Mitch Marner." Yeah, Toronto could be really affected by that. And yeah, then, all bets are off as far as do they finish ahead of Montreal? I say Montreal may finish ahead of them. So, yes. Depends on if they get Marner under contract in the next few days before camp really opens, then, yeah, it could be a different story. Joe Big Shot says if Winnipeg signs Line and Connor, maybe Ehlers could be moved. There's talk of that. We'll see. I would say the Habs could try and get him, but not sure what it would cost. He's $6 million. He's $6 million, so it's not going to be cheap. Helen Johnson says boys grow up to age 21. That's right. That's why I said he's still got 3 years. He could literally could sprout. Hey, listen, we could all thoughts and prayers. You know how they say thoughts and prayers when people have tragedies? Thoughts and prayers for Cole Caulfield. No, then it won't work anyway. That never worked. But yeah, he could grow. Johnny, if we go for Puljujarvi, he'd be less expensive than Line. Both money and assets to give up, and KK would elevate JP's game. All Finline would let. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think I would. I said it. I guess it was in the stream last night with the guys. I said it. I would rather have. I'd rather have Puljujarvi, and I was saying earlier that I don't like Puljujarvi's attitude, asking for that, blah 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 blah. Before really understanding that he might have really been in a bad situation in Edmonton, I'll give him a break on that, right? But still, even after saying that, I would much rather have Puljujarvi than Line right now. Right now, at this one moment, right now, for a lot of reasons, Line scares me that he's going to overpay a guy that's never going to put up 44 goals again. That scares me. And that's because of his effort level and his bad defense and all that stuff. I'm not sold. Puljujarvi is an unknown. Yeah, he was in a bad situation, didn't do anything in Edmonton. He's starting to put up numbers in Finland. I think his situation would be way better here in Montreal. His upside, really good upside, big ceiling. And his price tag would be way lower. I like that a lot better. Plus, what you got to give up to get him is way lower. Yeah. Joe Big Shot. Who would I give up for Puljujarvi? I said it last night. Hudon and Alsner. Yeah. Hudon and Alsner. Come on, Edmonton's going to take that. No, but, I could throw Hudon into something like that, and I should be talking my windows are closed. I would like to get Hudon involved in that with a draft pick and maybe one of the lesser prospects. I think it would have to be a defensive prospect for Winnipeg, but that's what I'd like for Edmonton. Excuse me. Take that back. Just a lesser prospect. I'm getting tired, you can tell. Yeah, not much more than that. I wouldn't really want to give up too much because, look, he's still unproven, so we got to temper that. But, yeah, I think it could be good here. And you never know. That's something that really could happen still. Nolan, can I speak French? Drench, I can't speak French. I can speak a little. Je parle un peu français, mais je parle pas beaucoup maintenant de français. When I was doing CAA, I used to speak a lot more. Mais je comprends plus. Okay, it's not coming out tonight. I understand a lot more than I speak it, especially reading it. So, yeah. Non, mais je parle en français. Hey, j'habite au Québec. You have to. Last question. How much will Marner be paid? A lot. I don't see him under 10 million. Alsner and Drouin for Puljujarvi. Oh my God! You know what? I'd be willing to give up Drouin almost. No, I wouldn't. To get Alsner out of here, but no, that's too much. Drouin's better than Puljujarvi. Yes. No, that's too much. You can't do that. Byron, Hudon, a second and a third from shot. No, Byron's too much for Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi's unproven. No, you can't give up proven good guys that you need on your team to get a guy that's unproven. No, I don't believe in that. Nolan, you're in French immersion in BC. Good stuff, buddy. It's never bad to learn as many languages as you can, ever. Evan, guess what though? We're ending, as you say, Rick, and I see that. We're ending, buddy. And now I started late, so we're ending it a little early. Puljujarvi, 4th overall pick potential. Right. I get that, but still, I'm not giving up too much. Okay, you guys, just asking questions now. Look, I'm tired. I got to give it these last 3, and then I'm done. Drouin Mete, 2021 first for Line A. No, I don't want to give up Mete for Line A at all. Drouin and then a minor, lesser prospect and a pick I'd be okay with, not Mete. Nolan, I'm a diehard Habs fan. Aren't we all? Hopefully we all are when coming here. Well, some people aren't, but yeah. But that's good stuff, Nolan. I appreciate that. Hudon, McCarron, a second and a third. Joe, if they go for that, I'm in for that one. Okay, so I'm calling it a night tonight. At this point, guys, thank you guys for coming in so late after I postponed it an hour. I appreciate it so much. I thought I was tired, and you guys kept me going for over an hour, so I really appreciate that. I'm losing my voice, and I got video and stuff to do tomorrow. So yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'll see you next week. We're gonna do this again next week, and we're gonna figure out how to proceed for the season, whether it'll be before or after the games, or during the games, or whatever. We'll figure all that out. So have a great week, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting me. I so appreciate all of you guys. I can't say enough. I don't even have the words to really express how much you guys mean to me. And I know we all say that, and they don't mean it. I mean it. I really do. You guys are the best. Thanks. Have a great night. Have a great week, and speak to you soon. And watch for my videos. They're going to be coming out on pretty much a daily basis. Have a good night, everybody.